Hi, my name is James and this is the Duple lesson. But before we begin, we're going to talk about eye contact. Now, eye contact is very important. First of all, it is a means of communication between you and another person. And one way it does that is because, first of all, it helps you with focus. Whatever you're looking at, that's where your attention goes. Like when you're in a class and the teacher is talking, if you look at the teacher, no matter how boring the teacher is, your attention will be focused on the teacher and you will be able to glean more out of the studies and whatever that teacher says. Secondly, one of the things that your focus, that you looking eye contact does is when someone's looking at you and they see that you are looking at them and focusing on them, it helps them know that you have interest in them. So likewise, with a boring teacher, you might not want to try this, because if you try it, you're the only one giving eye contact. The teacher will probably be looking straight at you. But if you look at the teacher and they see that you're paying attention to them, no matter how boring the class is, they will realize that your attention's on them and it breeds interest, which lets them believe that you have interest in what they're saying, and so they even try more. And that's a very important part of communication. And when you have an ensemble in front of you, which is a living, breathing entity, you have to make sure that you acknowledge their presence, and while you're conducting, which is communication, you are looking at the instrumentalists, no matter how far back they are to the wall, or if you're on a marching field, no matter how far back they are, you have to allow them to know that you take interest in what they're doing, because you are the conductor, you are leading the entire performance. And of course, it does help to look around before you begin, like a general surveys the field, because if someone's not there, or one of the instrumentalists are not done getting prepared for the piece, looking of course does help, when to start, so nothing bad goes wrong, or if something is going wrong, you'll be able to know what's going on before you begin a rehearsal. Also, one of the things that you can do with eye contact is that if the strings are used in your left hand and the trombones are used in your right hand, you can utilize your eyes to cue the woodwinds, because your eyes do communicate. The Bible says that the eyes are the window to the soul. It's very, very important. So when you can look at people, and it helps for you to give eye contact to the ensemble, because many an orchestra and many an ensemble will not be overly happy if you're not looking at them, and don't expect them to look back at you if you spend 3 years not looking at them with your head buried in the score. So make sure you learn the score and you can give them eye contact. Now, 2/4 is very simple. It's 1, 2, down, up. Make sure you always keep it on the same plane. Whatever you do, it has to be consistent. So it's down, up. Do keep the ictus so that everyone knows what you're doing. It's not really out there, but whatever it is, it has to be down, up, 1, 2, 1, 2, down, up, 1, 2, 1, 2, down, up, 1, 2, and make sure that you don't go any further in any of the lessons until you master 2/4. You can watch this over and over again. So just you can just watch it over and over and over again until you get it settled, and then you can go on. So that's 1, 2. So 2/4. First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the army goes rolling along. Then it's hi, hi, hey, the army's on its way. Count off the cadence loud and strong, 2, 3, for wherever we go, you will always know that the army goes rolling along. Valley Forge, Custer's ranks, San Juan Hill and Patton's tanks, and the army went rolling along. Minutemen from the start, always fighting from the heart, and the army keeps rolling along. Then it's hi, hi, hey, the army's on its way. Count off the cadence loud and strong, 2, 3, for wherever we go, you will always know that the army goes rolling along. Men in rags, men who froze, still the army met its foes, and the army went rolling along. Faith in God, then we're right, and we'll fight with all our might as the army keeps rolling along. Then it's hi, hi, hey, the army's on its way. Count off the cadence loud and strong, 2, 3, 4, wherever we go. You will always know that the army goes rolling along. Stand Navy out to sea, fight our battle cry. We'll never change our course, so vicious foes steer shy. Roll out the TNT, anchors aweigh. Sail on to victory and sink their bones to Davy Jones, hooray! Anchors aweigh, my boys, anchors aweigh. Farewell to college joys, we sail at break of day. Through our last night on shore, drink to the foam. Until we meet once more, here's wishing you a happy voyage home. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we fight our country's battles in the air, on land and sea. First to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marine. Our flags unfurled to every breeze, from dawn to setting sun. We have fought in every clime and place where we could take a gun. In the snow of far-off northern lands and in sunny tropic scenes, you will find us always on the job, the United States Marines. Here's to help to you and to our corps when we are proud to serve. In many a strife we fought for life and never lost our nerve. If the Army and the Navy ever look on heaven's scenes, they will find the streets are guarded by United States Marines. From north to south and east and west, the Coast Guard's in the fight, destroying subs and landing troops. The Axis feels our might, for we're the first invaders on every fighting field. Afloat, ashore, on men and spars, you'll find the Coast Guard shield. We're always ready for the call, we place our trust in thee. Through howling gale and shot and shell, to win our victory. Semper Paratus is our guide, our pledge, our motto too. We're always ready, do or die. Coast Guard, we fight for you. From Essex shore to Arctic zone, to Europe and Far East, the flag is carried by our ships in times of war and peace. And never have we struck it yet, in spite of foeman's might, who cheered our crews and cheered again for showing how to fight. We're always ready for the call, we place our trust in thee. Through howling gale and shot and shell, to win our victory. Semper Paratus is our guide, our pledge, our motto too. We're always ready, do or die. Coast Guard, we fight for you. Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder. Adam boys, give her the gun now. Down we die, spouting our flame from under. Off with one blink of a roar. We live in fame, or go down in fame. Hey, nothing to stop the U.S. Air Force. Minds of men fashioned a crate of thunder, sent it high into the blue. Hands of men blasted the world asunder. How they lived, God only knew then. Souls of men dreaming of skies to conquer, gave us wings ever to soar. With scouts before and bombers galore, hey, nothing to stop the U.S. Air Force. Off we go into the wild sky yonder, keep the wings level and true. If you've lived to be a gray-haired wonder, keep the nose out of the blue, boy. Flying men, guarding the nation's border, will be there, followed by more. In echelon we carry on, hey, nothing to stop the U.S. Air Force. Hurrah for the flag of the free. May it wave as our standard forever, the gem of the land and the sea, the banner of the right. Let despots remember the day when our fathers with mighty endeavor proclaimed as they marched to the fray that by their might and by their right it waves forever. Hurrah for the flag of the free. May it wave as our standard forever, the gem of the land and the sea, the banner of the right. Let despots remember the day when our fathers with mighty endeavor proclaimed as they marched to the fray that by their might and by their right it waves forever.